Welcome back. This is RGB Dragon with What Gamers Love, and we've got some new sites to run. All right, it looks like, it's the EVE anniversary, and they've released their Capsuleer Day special content. I was running around doing some logistics, and I saw a new anomaly on my probe scanner window, this EoM Rogue Capital Shipyard, and I was like, wait a second, what is that? So hopped online, didn't really see a lot of information about it. I came across these update notes, which were posted a little over an hour ago. And so there are two new sites, it looks like. They can both be found in high sec, low sec, null sec, and W space. There's a combat ship variant, and then there's also this other one, which is a variant of a hacking site. I believe it's a data site. So I set about to go out and try to find some to run. There was a lot of competition already. Normally there's a lot of people competing for stuff in the pocket I fly in, but already I worked to the first two I saw had people in them, and then I found one to run for myself. And so I've got some screen recording coming up where you get to watch me kind of figure out the site. Never seen it before, haven't seen information on it. And see how I cleared the site in a Gila. I think the site is definitely worth running. I enjoyed the site, I thought it was cool, and definitely some good rewards for doing it. So check out the video and see if you want to do it for yourself. Before you do that, if you would please like, subscribe the video, that really helps me to grow the channel, and I appreciate it. But let's dive in and I'll show you my run through. All right, so as soon as I tried to go into that one, there were already people running it, and but I figured out that I should probably check and see what rogue drones do. They do mostly EM thermal damage, but it varies. But you want to be able to do thermal damage to them, so I went and picked up some infiltrators, which I had in storage somewhere, so I grabbed those. So I'll be using those to attack them. I always like to put my drones into a folder. Thermal, so that I can quickly plop them out. And then using this handy agency window, of course, I was able to find that in Lightbulb, one system away, looks like there's one, sure enough. So hopefully this one is not already being run, and we can go and run this one and check it out. So let's see what this is like. Let's see what we find. Does look like there's some pretty cool loot that you can find. I think there's some cerebral accelerators, some skins, other stuff. So we'll see. This Gila might already be in there. That would kind of suck, but hopefully we can run one here before long. Yeah, Gila's already in it. Like someone was doing overkill and brought a Macarial in here too, maybe. Yeah. Yeah, it's way overkill. Well, let's keep hunting, see if we can find one that we can run. Alright, so as soon as I tried to go into that one, there were already people running it, and but I figured out that I should probably check and see what rogue drones do. They do mostly EM thermal damage, but it varies. But you want to be able to do thermal damage to them, so I went and picked up some infiltrators, which I had in storage somewhere, so I grabbed those. So I'll be using those to attack them. I always like to put my drones into a folder. Thermal, so that I can quickly plop them out. And then using this handy agency window, of course, I was able to find that in Lightbulb, one system away, looks like there's one, sure enough. So hopefully this one is not already being run, and we can go and run this one and check it out. So let's see what this is like. Let's see what we find. Does look like there's some pretty cool loot that you can find. I think there's some cerebral accelerators, some skins, um, other stuff. So we'll see. This Gila might already be in there. That would kind of suck, but hopefully we can run one here before long. Yeah, Gila's already in it. Like someone was doing overkill and brought a Macarial in here too, maybe. Yeah. Yeah, it's way overkill. Well, let's keep hunting, see if we can find one that we can run. Okay, so now it looks like maybe there is one here in this system. I just ran through, so I think they just finished the site in Lightbulb. It might have hopped one over, so let's check it out. Don't think anyone is in this one yet, so we might actually get our chance to run one this time. So there's nothing here on Warp In. There's a couple towers. I guess we can clear those while we wait to see what else shows up. I'm gonna do the thermals. Yeah, it's a stasis tower and a disrupt tower. So yeah, we definitely need to clear those. Once we started attacking this tower, now our other ships are warping in. We've got cruiser, destroyer, cruiser, cruiser. So let's get the disrupts off first. And then probably want to get a Purger next, just in case that actually does nude us. Not as big of a deal in this ship, but and it looks like that's an inactive gate over there. Have some more ships coming in. Here's another frigate that just joined the field. The binder, Holy Binder, is webbing us. Tank is holding up just fine so far. Gonna switch missiles to the frigate. Let the drones kill the bigger ships, the cruisers. Now, I'm not sure what ship is going to have loot in it, potentially. Looks like the Holy Binder does. Let's see what it's got. Some scraps. Else here? What am I looking for? Right, more ships coming in. A black dagger. Alright. And some other more interestingly named ships. So let's get on those. Drones have taken a little bit of damage, but that's nothing terrible. So this black dagger went way far away. What happened to him? 443. I guess that's like a jump destroyer and it jumped out or something, or warped off. I don't know what happened there. That's really interesting. And now he's back. So let's see if we can target him again. And he went way off again. I wonder if that's the thing basically telling us we have to kill everything else before we get to that thing. Let's approach this guy. Doesn't look like he's got anything interesting. Okay, this little destroyer's back. Let's wait until we've killed this guy to try to target him and see if that keeps him locked in. Okay. Nope, he bounced off again. There he is. Maybe he's only on grid for a certain amount of time. Got him locked. Let's see if we can engage him before. I don't think I have missile range for that. Okay, now we've got some more stuff showing up. This is an interesting site so far. I'm not sure what's going to have the loot for us. These things are all bouncing like crazy. They're just bouncing in and out. I feel like I'm just totally missing some mechanic or something here. Or maybe they bounce and you're just supposed to catch them while they're briefly here. So let's see if we can't take this thing out. I guess it would help if I had my Afterburner on. Yeah, I'm an idiot. Man, those things bounce so fast. Come on, focus fire drones. What are you doing? That one, let's get that one. Let's see. This is really interesting. I don't think I've ever seen a site that quite does what these things are doing with the bouncing around and everything. That didn't have anything in it. Wonder if it's just these like special ships that have been bouncing that have the loot. So I guess we can approach this Black Dagger we killed already and see what that has. Our drones are getting shredded, but I want to try to get the damage to kill these things. We've almost killed that one. That's probably most of the damage. It's nice that they stopped bouncing for a minute. I think you need to get a ship that's got the ability to tractor in, because these wrecks are all over the place with them bouncing. Nothing really worth looting so far. What about this? See what that battle cruiser had. Oh, now there's a that gate just popped up. Newly constructed acceleration gate. So maybe that's what we need to go get. Let's just check this one last ship. See if there's anything in it. Nothing. Alright, so now let's go to that next gate and see what we find. That was an interesting mechanic with those ships that were bouncing around with warp drives. I don't think I've seen that before in a PvE site. I think fob rats do that type of behavior, but yeah, that was super interesting. Let's look at the local chat. Approaching entry gate to equilibrium of mankind's rogue capital shipyards. Beyond this point, EoM defenders will be fanatical in their efforts to halt any assault. Perimeter defenses, the equilibrium of mankind shipyard facilities have been detected. Breach these defenses and proceed to core to assault the shipyard. All right, so it looks like we're going to go and assault the shipyard. Cool stuff. Hopefully my drones are getting some good shield regen at this point. So far, I like this site. It's different. I like it better, I think, than the Caristas Hunt outpost sites, although those were super fast to run. I think this one's been interesting so far. Hopefully the next room is cool as well, and then hopefully the rewards are worth the effort. I mean, that's the case with all things, right? Equilibrium of mankind, capital shipyard core facilities breach, heavy defense forces anticipated, elite shipyard defense commander expected. All right, so we are looking for a commander to be our loot pinata, I am guessing. So let's get the web and the disrupt towers ASAP. Then let's see what ships show up. All right. Holy Sanctifier with 300,000 bounty. I'm thinking that's the guy we want. Alright, so let's try to take him out first. See what we get. Okay, we also have a web, so we probably want to take that out. Sanctifier going down fast. This holy binder. All right, that thing's down. Nothing in that, so that's not it. Looks like more ships are showing up. That one also has a higher bounty on it. Let's see what happens here. I guess the proof is going to be to see when the reinforcements stop showing up. Alright, so let's see what this guy has in it. Doesn't look like any more ships, so maybe this is it. Nothing. Alright, here comes another wave. I put my drones back in just so that they could regen a little bit. Didn't really get much done, but every little bit will help. Let's just try to focus fire to get these things off as fast as we can, since they seem to be the ones that like to bounce. I probably should have reloaded my missiles. It's alright. Man, drones are taking heavy fire. I'm gonna pull them back, try to reset aggro. Of course, I have no missiles currently, that's fine. Alright, let's drop them back. And let's go after this dude. I'm gonna have to watch these quick very closely. Still regenerating shields. No, it's getting targeted again. And let's return to drone bay on that one. I want to keep the DPS on this guy, so we try to get him killed. He's done. Let's get the destroyer while it's here. Alright, hopefully that resets stuff enough. We're going to send him there. Oh, do max Let's see here again. So, I mean, it is kind of nice that at least some of these have the 300,000 bounty rewards. So, at least you're getting some amount of bounties on this. 300,000 isn't bad for a cruiser ship. Usually you see things like in the 35. Here we go. We have an atoning warrior with a 20 million bounty. That's the big dog. He just warped off and played the bounce games too. Alright, so 20 million bounty reward is pretty cool. Particularly in high sec. That's pretty awesome. So let's hope that this thing isn't super insane or anything. Let's get our transversal up. I'm not quite sure what kind of damage this guy does. He's webbing us. Send the drones after him. We've got missiles on him. Let's try to spiral in a little bit on him. Alright, so this is definitely I would say the elite shipyard defense commander, and hopefully he drops some cool loot that's goes along with this bounty. But so far I am very pleased with this site. I might think about a different ship to run. Alright, so he has scrambled us as well. He's hardly applying damage to us. He's missing us, so I think we can just orbit him at 7,500 and be safe. Very cool.
A module has run out of charges.
He's dying fairly quickly, so that's also positive. Yeah, so I might think about a different ship. I don't really have the best fit on the Gila right now because I didn't really have specific hardeners for EoM and thermal. So I just wanted to give this site a test and then potentially either reship or adjust my fit specifically for it if it was worth running. I think so far I would say that this site is worth running. I'm really liking what they've done here so far. So yeah, someone I think said that you can use T3 cruisers, so I might actually try running this in a Loki. Tengus are great, but there are a lot of frigates and destroyers bouncing around, so I think a Loki might be better because I can put drones on those and put ham missiles on the larger targets. It says the shipyard is now vulnerable to attack. Okay. Well, I guess surprise, surprise again. Maybe that is the target. But let's approach this battleship, see if that 20 mil had anything in it. Hopefully nothing's coming to test me on this site. Doesn't look like it, so that's good. Alright, let's see here. Almost have this thing killed. I do want to see if this battleship had anything in it first, though. Battleship, nothing. So now let's go over to the cargo container. Grab that. Nice shiny explosion. We can go ahead and reload drones. Or I mean reload missiles, pull our drones in. Sites despawn, so that's it. Alright, so you have a combination of a really nice bounty. I'm wondering if, it said here elite shipyard defense commander expected. I wonder if it's random whether or not that 20 million bounty shows up, and then there's always certainly the RNG with the actual loot pinata containers. So yeah, let's check it out. Oh my gosh, let's get to the container already. Yeah, and these competitive sites, and Afterburner fit isn't usually the best. If you need an Afterburner to speed tank, that's one thing. But in these sites where anybody could come in and try to, swoop in and steal my loot, being able to get there quick is very important. So All right, so we have Capsule Cascade Firework. We have an 11th, a 17th, and a 7th OPE, and a Moa Caldari Navy skin. All right, not a bad haul. So 43 million on the OPEs, and we got a 20 mil bounty as well. That is pretty awesome. I am happy with that. I think that that makes this site well worth running for high sec. I mean, you don't have to scan it down. It's an anomaly, and I think you could certainly get better drops on the skins. You know, I don't fly the MOA that much. Let's see what this looks like. It's actually a pretty sleek skin. I like that. It's got kind of a blue-gray camouflage on it. And then certainly, you know, I guess if fireworks are your thing, that's kind of cool, but... All right, CCP, well done. I think this was a great site. I'm going to probably play around with ships. I might, like I said, try out running these in a Loki and see if I can get my clear time faster, because I feel like that was pretty slow, particularly for a competitive site. But that's how I ran it. I hope you guys find lots of sites, run them well, and get lots of great loot. Fly safe.